Between the 1950s and 1990s, thousands of West African children were privately fostered by white British families. This phenomenon was informally known as farming. This is Kemi's story.
I always knew I was in the paper, but when I physically saw it, it did take my breath away. I sort of looked at it and I'm like, oh, that's me in the paper, 9-month-old baby girl. I'm really intrigued. I'd love to have known how many people were actually at the door. Now I'm older, I can see that it was a means to an end. They wanted to have a better life for their family in Nigeria. So it wasn't like, oh, we're just dumping Kemi in the UK and we're going to go off and have a great time. It was seen purely as a short-term support system, if you like. So this was a chance for them to further their education in the British system and to make a better life. I had an amazing experience with my foster parents and my family and the neighbours. The whole community took me in. I had a 12-year-old older sister who spoilt me to bits. I had my nan, Irish nan, who spoilt me. You know, I was like a little princess. Still am, obviously. They were very keen to make sure that my cultural identity was maintained. My foster mum Alice, she would often wear Nigerian fabrics and wear them. She'd do her own style of dresses and clothes and wraps. She would cook Nigerian food. So it's really lovely how she embraced me into their life but didn't push out, my heritage. Bill and Alice, my foster mum and dad, would have liked to have adopted me legally, but that was never an opportunity. I knew that time was coming for me to go back to Nigeria because the visits suddenly changed. They became a bit more frequent. Suddenly I left Hatfield and was in, Nigeria. How dare you take me away from my lovely little suburban life? For my birth parents, Bram and Chrissy, they've now gained this child they hadn't had for 6 years. And my foster parents, Alice and Bill, had lost a child that they'd had. So you can see how it was quite, difficult for both, I think. My emotions of being in Nigeria were probably mixed. We went to live with my uncle and he knew that I was pining. So I was very lucky that he contacted my foster parents and said, she's not enjoying it, she's not happy. And I remember, flying back into the UK and down the escalators and just seeing Mum, Nanny, Hazel. So then I had this lovely seaside, idyllic childhood. People often say to me, did you feel different? Did you notice that you were a different colour? Obviously in Hatfield in the 60s, there wasn't very few black communities. But I never felt black or white, I just felt like me.
Hello.
Hiya, how you doing?
All right, thank you, darling.
Good, you had a good day? I didn't feel particular connections to my birth parents or my Nigerian siblings even. I didn't feel the urge to make contact. And I've got chicken and rice in the oven. Done Mum's version of chicken, black-eyed peas and a bit of tomatoes and chilies and stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah. When I look back on it now, it wasn't not a good look to ignore them, but you go through. It's easy when you're older and you reflect back with hindsight. I'm making it a real effort that my children connect with their Nigerian heritage, because what I've realised as I get older, it's not just about me anymore, it's also about them knowing who their cousins are. There's a big family on my birth side. I think there's about 10 children. About 8 of us are still alive, and then there was just me and Hazel on my foster side, and then I went on to have 3 of my own children. They're all in their 30s now, and I've got 3 grandchildren. I think when I was 60, I had this sort of eureka moment that we should all get together. So as many as we could, We met up in London, which was lovely. So it was with my siblings, their partners, their kids, my family, Hazel. You know, Mum and Dad, Bram and Chrissy would be looking down on us now. And hopefully they'd be very proud of us that we're all together in one space. They wanted the best for us all, even though maybe some of their methods were questionable. We've all done well, you know, we can't complain. Now that I've opened the doors and embraced my Nigerianness, I've been writing a book, and it follows right through my journey in life with foster care. So it's been great to document it, because I think for the grandchildren it'd be nice to see this is what it's all about. So this is a picture I'm going to put on the cover of the book.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah, I do look a bit cheeky.
You do look very cheeky.